If you love languages and Japan, then Oriental Pearl might be one of your favorite YouTube channels. Anming aka Alyssa Studebaker is the face of this popular YouTube channel with more than 1.1 million subscribers. Her story is both interesting and inspiring. Even though Anming struggled to learn Spanish in high school, she went on to become a polyglot. In this video, I'll tell you how her love for China and languages started, how she moved to China and later settled in Japan, and how she got inspired to start her YouTube channel. So, now let's start from the beginning. Alyssa Studebaker hails from Ferndale, Michigan, U.S. She has a predominant German ancestry and a minor Ukrainian ancestry. Anming is her Chinese name. As a child, she was shy and introverted, but later, as she started learning languages like Chinese and Japanese, she became an extrovert. Even after learning Spanish for around 5 years in high school, Anming wasn't able to converse in it. This happened because she didn't learn Spanish from a native speaker and believed that just attending Spanish classes in school would suffice. Anming joined Northwood University in Michigan to study for a BBA in advertising in August 2008 and graduated in May 2012 and was the Student of the Year and recipient of the Turner Award. While in university, she had a Chinese boyfriend, and thanks to him, she got interested in China. After graduation, Anming traveled to Xi'an City in central China and worked as a volunteer elementary school teacher for a month. She also started learning Chinese in China. She learned through numerous ways like attending language school, hiring a private tutor, doing language exchange, and studying at home. Anming used to learn Chinese hardcore for around 3 months, and for the next 3 months, she would study the language casually and then switch to hardcore learning. After repeating this process for 3 years, she learned Chinese. These same methods later helped her in learning Japanese. She passed HSK 6 in Chinese and became fluent in the language and started learning Japanese in China. As she found similarities between Japan and China, she got interested in learning Japanese. From 2013 to 2014, she worked as a marketing specialist at Cortex System Company, Limited, Moldex 3D, in the US and Taiwan. In 2016, Anming applied to study from Fudan University in Shanghai, but as the university didn't respond, she got fed up and moved to Japan in 2017, where she enrolled into a Japanese language school to study Japanese from intermediate to advanced level and also secured a job. At the time, she learned that she got accepted into Fudan University, but as she was living in Japan, she had to delay enrollment into the university by a year. Anming studied Japanese at the language school in Tokyo for a year and also taught English on the side. She learnt Japanese by the Pimsleur method and JapanesePod101.com. She was able to easily learn Japanese from Chinese, thanks to the kanji. In 2017, Anming moved back to China and started studying for a master's degree in International Relations and Affairs, fully in Chinese, and graduated in 2021. She joined Waseda University in Tokyo through a student exchange program for Asian Pacific Studies in 2019. Anming has been working as a public relations coordinator at Marriott International in Tokyo since October 2021, and this job sponsors her visa, and she lives in Tokyo. Now, let's take a look at her YouTube journey. Anming got inspired by Benjamin Rich of the Bald and Bankrupt YouTube channel interviewing people, and so started her YouTube channel by the name Oriental Pearl on April 25, 2019. As at the time, she was living in Shanghai and wanted to cover China in her channel. She named her channel as Oriental Pearl after the Oriental Pearl Tower of Shanghai. After publishing a handful of videos on China, Anming started traveling to Japan, and so she diversified her videos to also cover Japan. She works full-time at Marriott International in Shibuya and is a part-time YouTuber and earns from ads, affiliate marketing, and Patreon. Anming is also a language tutor. Now, let's take a brief look at her personal life. Anming married Tommy on May 21, 2022 in Japan. He is a Japanese salaryman. They met on the HelloTalk app at the end of 2020, and he was her language exchange partner. Anming met him in person in Shinjuku and was impressed by his confidence. Later, they fell in love. She is a Catholic and has been a member of the Catholic Church. Here are a few tidbits about her. Knowing several languages like English, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean makes Anming a polyglot. In addition to China and Japan, she also traveled to Vietnam, Ireland, and Hong Kong. Benjamin Rich of the Bald and Bankrupt is her favorite YouTuber. So, how are you inspired by Anming's success story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written her story on my website, which I'm linking in this video's description. Finally, if you are interested in more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.